Getting 2.5 weeks into this, or as we progress, it can become very overwhelming to think of all these things that we've talked about and things that you can do, looking and reviewing on a day-to-day basis, things that you want to improve on, and feeling like the compounding effects of this is just a lot. And can get to the point where you feel like you're getting burned out after just a few days, a few weeks of trying and putting in the effort, making mistakes, sometimes regressing, and it can just be so much pressure. Right? We have pressures from outside, from our partners, family members, jobs, kind of religious leaders or beliefs. We have those internal ones on ourselves of what we expect, and it can be very difficult to feel all that pressure and to not just shut down, not just give up, not just give in. And so giving yourself the grace, and like we talked about just a couple days ago about forgiveness, also understanding that this is a process, that taking step one day at a time, doing things one day at a time, and learning from every step that you take, or learning from the steps you take, from whatever you can kind of pay attention to, is the path. It's 1% improvements. I remember hearing of this bicycle group, or it was a bicycle team, an Olympic bicycle team. I think it was for England, and they were pretty bad. So this is years ago. They're pretty terrible. My understanding is that they were one of the worst teams out there. That they were bike companies that would not sell to them because they didn't want to be associated with how poorly they were doing. And so this team, they got rid of their coach, and they got a new coach. We're going to do a new system. And this new coach, his mentality was, you know what? We're going to break everything that we do down for training and for health and for bicycling down to the kind of down to the roots. We're just going to go to the very basics, and we're going to work on those basics until we're good, and then we'll just increase it step by step. We're only going to stretch ourselves 1% each time. And so they kind of evaluated all the things, the diet, the kind of their outfits, kind of the maintenance of the bikes, kind of all these things, sleep patterns, everything. They looked at everything, and then they broke it down to where are we at right now, just accepting this is where we're at, and how can we just improve each one of these areas 1%? How can we just do a little bit better in all the different areas? And so they would kind of work on that, just one little step. Right? Just one little step, and work on that until it became proficient, and then extended, and so over time, with this method of 1% changes, line upon line, they were able to become from one of the worst teams to kind of medal-winning Olympic team. And in my understanding, it was over a short period of time. So this idea of putting in effort, little bits. Kind of the expectation isn't to make all the changes all at once, but doing these things every day, a little bit of changes, 1%, line upon line, can help decrease the overwhelm that you don't have to have arrived now, that you don't have to have made all the changes you need to make now, but that you are working towards that, laying the foundation, making the mental changes, preparing your heart, and taking action on a day-to-day basis in small little steps. What is it you need to do today? What is it you need to do tomorrow? Focus on that. Where are some areas that you're kind of weak in, and focus and practice and drill those things right now. And just doing that now so that you can, again, prepare and retrain your mind. There's a lot of things out there, and there's a lot of things that you can do. Find the things that are most effective to you, and just get proficient in doing that one thing. And then when that's good, then stretch yourself a little bit more. So again, I'm giving you a lot of information. I'm giving you a lot of principles and a lot of big concepts in short little packages. Take what you can and try to improve just a little bit today. That's the expectations. Little improvements every day. I think a week or two ago, I even mentioned the expectation isn't that you've already decreased or dropped everything, and kind of just to become more aware and to reflect and to continue to do that. And little by little, you'll see the compounding effects of all this change. These little 1% will add up, and it will build that momentum that you want. Don't give up hope now. Keep going. 1% at a time, one step at a time.